Got a little bit of lightning going on. Not much. Nice little updraft. Had some rain happening just a second ago. And got a little interesting feature here on the back side of this storm. We have our pick of storms. And so I'm not seeing very much lightning on these at all. But what I am going to do is get my phone out and do a time lapse of this, because it should collapse about as fast as it went up. And so we'll see what happens. Rumbling, bumbling. Maybe we'll get some rain, some lightning. Turn that AC down a little bit. Winnie the Pooh and Eeyore 2. So these storms are up by my home near Cashin, Oklahoma. To the west over by King. And then back behind that, probably up around, let me look here. I'm just kind of making an guesstimate as to where they are. So Kingfisher, and then there's one up by Hennessy, and then let's see, there is a nice big storm that is going through Oklahoma City right now. So this one has a lot of lightning on the back side of it. I may be able to get the camera out and shoot some pictures here as it continues to progress. But lightning in front of and lightning on the back side. Got some other storms that are up by Wacomas, and probably can't make those out quite yet, but still. Gotcha. So, yeah, let's look and see what you got down there. Not much. There's one big storm that's by Woodward. There's a storm by Eric, Oklahoma. There is a storm by Quanah. But not anything to write home about. So, This is a pretty decent little storm right here. Right? Whew. Pretty hefty, pretty hefty rain core on it right now. That is going over Kingfisher. Lots of lightning. Probably moving about 2 miles an hour to the southeast. It ain't in any hurry whatsoever. Hello, Aaron Spencer. I can probably turn the windshield wipers off. There ain't nothing happening right now, so. Big old rain core on this thing. I got a special weather statement. Let's see what this special weather statement says. 1/4 inch hail, 50 mile per hour winds on this thing. Strong storm will impact portions of southwestern Kingfisher County through 5:15 p.m. It is moving a whopping 5 miles per hour. It will have winds up to 50 miles per hour and pea-size hail. Gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor damage to outdoor objects is possible. Locations impacted include Kingfisher and Okarche. So, it says there's lightning. It's rumbling outside. It's rumbling outside, but I'm not seeing any bolts coming out yet. So it's probably all intercloud right now. But of the storms that we have available to choose from, this in here is the boss. The one down in Oklahoma City is dying out. And the one up by Enid, let's look at it. It looks pretty healthy too. Pretty healthy. Starting to get some sprankles. Sprankles. Pretty decent little storm. Now, Now that sounded like a CG bolt. We're going to have to keep an eye out and see, because this 90, well, it's 88 degrees right now, but 90-degree weather that was here earlier will make for some amazing lightning bolts. Them big old Branchtons that you see, they just go everywhere. If y'all didn't get to check that out, go to my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel and look at it. I have it underneath. The shorts. So if you look on the YouTube shorts on the channel, you'll be able to see it. This here has a big old anvil on it. Pretty healthy on the back side over there if you look off to the west. Yeah, just heard the thunder. So I need to take and make some changes here real fast. I thought that I did that. Big old anvil on this thing. Y'all can kind of make it out on the back side of it over there. Pretty healthy storm, not gonna lie. Rain core, like I said, is basically right over Kingfisher. And I bet it is pouring buckets over there. As well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and pull my camera real fast. Give me 1 second. Getting a little bit of rain, get a little bit of rain, a little rain. Ouch. Smashed my finger. So, I think we might be able to scoot over to the west just a little bit, get on the back side of this thing, and maybe, just maybe, get some lightning, maybe a rainbow. Who knows? We will see. Not very far. Not only that, we can kind of check on flooding and see what's going on over in Kingfisher. Because this thing's probably dropping a bucket of water. It has not moved at all, per se. So, we shall go and see. Pretty decent little storm up by Hennessy. We can play around in these all day long and not have to travel very far at all. We like that. So, just for a little bit of informative information, because I know some of the folks like to hear this stuff. So basically what happens in microburst is the storm goes up. What goes up must come down. And so they'll go up because there's some outflow boundaries that has happened from previous storms. And they're building off of those boundaries as that pushes out. It's a little bit of cold air. And so the storms go up. And then they collapse. And whenever they collapse, they can become pretty windy. And so, that's what we're looking at. We're fixing to get into some rain. Some rain, some rain, some rain. The Waukoma storm has got quite a bit of lightning on it. It is just to the north of us. And then I can see the base of the storm that is over by Hennessy. Doesn't look any too impressive right now. And it's probably looking down here and saying, "Oh, you don't look very impressive either." Backside of the storm's still pretty strong. Still pretty strong. Here comes the rain. We'll get over just to the west of Kingfisher by just a little ways. I get to see what this thing looks like on the backside of it. Looks pretty decent right here. looks like it's trying to collapse. So this will be a good move. And the reason being is because we'll get to see what kind of winds it's putting out as it's falling apart. Big old road gator laying there in the middle of the road. It down 78 degrees. It was 88 back there where we were at a while ago. So don't know if we're going to get any sun on this or not. Yeah, there's the winds right there. Not very strong. Probably 20-25 miles per hour. You see the flag on the drilling rig up there, it's blowing pretty good. From the northwest. Got some ponding on the roadways, so that tells you how much rain is falling. There you go, look at the flag over there on at that farm. It's ripping out of the west. Southeast. Huh, interesting. Got some more buildups that are ongoing to the west again. So laying down some heavy water. Like I said, only moving 5 miles per hour. It didn't do very much at all. Pretty nice little updraft right there, people. Looks pretty amazing. Hello? Live streaming. Over by Kingfisher. Lots of rain coming down. Storms. Did. My brother was in Oklahoma City and he said they had hail a while ago. How big was it? Pea size? So it was about dime size. Maybe a little bit bigger. So this storm is falling apart. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, they're just microbursts is what they are, so they won't last very long. So anyways, I'm gonna let you go so I can take and you do what? Oh yeah, how come? Interesting. Yeah. I see. So, hold on one second. I gotta see what these people are saying here. Now Gary's calling me. All right. Okay, doke. I will. Bye. Hey, I'm live. Bye. Let's see. Chaz Floyd. I'm in Tulsa. And I'm with, hold on one second, I had to close my radar out. I can't read what it's saying here. Not seeing. And I'm with you, buddy. All right, Chaz Floyd. Perfect. So, yeah. For those that are on the live stream, if you have not taken and subscribed to the channel, I would invite you to do so. And while you're there, please hit that like, share, and the notification bell. That way, you'll know when we go live next time. I also need to take and do something else because I was informed last night that the Discord link is no longer an active link, so I need to take and send that back out again. And so I will do that. I'll change that in Nightbot so that we'll have a better opportunity for people to come over and join the Discord server as well. And there's behind the scene things that we post on there, some other kinds of pictures, astrophotography and stuff like that. If you guys might be interested in checking all that stuff out. All kinds of chat, all kinds of other things that are on there. And eventually, we're going to be taking and working. Like button clicked. Awesome. Thank you. And so anyway, going to be working on some storm plushies. My daughter's going to be the one that's going to be doing those. And so this thing has pushed out and has made more clouds over to the west. I did not want to go that far, but it's all right. But anyways, we're going to do storm plushies. So we're going to have a variety of things that you guys can go on there, and if you got kids or whatnot, we're going to be making that. And we'll have a merch store available for that stuff as well. So, now the rain is beginning over to the west. Over probably in between Watonga. I would say more like Loyal area. But they've got some decent rain over here. Coming down pretty good. We're at 77 degrees now. And these things just keep going. So we're just basically driving through rain out right now. And that ain't no fun. We need to take and turn around. And we need to get back out where we see some cloud formations. Because what fun is it just to drive through rain? Anybody can do that. We need some excitement. thinking that maybe we'd get some lightning bolts on some of these storms, but that ain't happening. Oh, a little ponding on the roadways. Going on over here to the south of us. Farming, probably. Maybe field that's being burned, maybe. I can't really tell if it is dirt or smoke. It is smoke. Maybe lightning strike, perhaps. So if we can get out of the rain quick enough, I will take and turn on the roof cam and we're going to try and point it over that direction. I don't know if that's the way that it's facing or not. That's in front. So I think we were probably looking right at it. But the good thing is we can drop straight south over here. Once we get out of these trees. My wife is creeping on me. We're gonna go right. That's what the sky looks like in Tulsa. Yes, I got family that lives in Muskogee. And so they have been kind of reporting as well as what has been going on. So we might be able to take and get us some rainbow pictures here in just a second. We're going to keep an eye out here. We got lots of sunshine. Still raining pretty good. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up here and turn to the south, and we should be able to get out of the rain. hopefully be far enough out that we get some rainbow shots. And hopefully awesome Chaz Floyd. We should be able to take can't see a whole lot with the roof camera, so we might as well go ahead and just kill it right now. And we will try to get faced back to the west, or excuse me, looking back to the east here in just 1 second. Let's see. Head over here and check this fire out. If we can. Road back there probably would have taken us right over to it. There is a fire over to the west of us. Let me see here if I can go down this road. This might be a good road to take. It might be a lease road too. Not 100% sure. Doesn't look like a lease road, but I think that it is. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn around here real fast, guys. Got to go back about a half a mile and then turn back to the east. So they may be burning off wheat stubble. Not 100% sure on that, but we're fixing to find out. So that is a lease road as well. We cannot take that road. Gots to go. One more. Here we go. There, you should see it off to the right. And there is a possibility that if it isn't a stubble fire where they purposely set it on fire, that maybe lightning hit one of these dry fields. But we will soon find out. It's always good to go over and check these out, even if they are being monitored, because sometimes I've been out chasing in far northern Oklahoma, and it was indeed a fire that was started by lightning, and so was able to call in the location of it. And so I am keeping an eye on the roads now, but may not have to worry about it, because it looks like to me that maybe they're about to get some rain. And so the other thing is that these roads get really bad whenever it starts to get real wet, so we don't want to be on them whenever it's pouring the rain down. I also want to keep an eye out for washouts. So I don't know. So there is north-south 2760 and east-west 820. $27.70 looks like a good road all the way back. Take that. Oh. see if I can see anybody out here. And if I can't, then maybe I can call it in and see. There might be, because I see tractors up there as well. However, I don't see anybody out here. Let me go back down and get the actual east-west roads. There's a farmer right here. He's probably checking it out as well. Okay, I see a truck out there now, so must be a controlled. Did not see it earlier. I'm gonna pull over and talk to this guy. I was beginning to wonder if that was controlled or not. I seen the truck, because I went this way. I didn't see it because there was so much smoke over there. So I was gonna call it in, but then.
Yeah, that's it. Like, I guess he decided to burn that off. I thought lightning struck. There's still weeds standing there.
Yeah, and that's what I thought. I'm out chasing, so I was like, man, I'm gonna call it in if it's not.
So you're a storm chaser?
I am. Yep. So.
Looks like
it's fixing to get it out, put out.
Yeah, he's gonna put it out anyways.
Yeah. So, and that's what I was telling the audience here. I was like, yeah, I said, if the fire department don't make it out here, I said the rain's going to put it out. So.
No, he's got a tractor and a disc over there.
Yeah, I seen it. I went down there and pulled into the driveway. So.
Well, you flash your lights, but you turned your signal on right. I stopped. I didn't mean to be a jackass.
Yeah, no, I did. I flashed him, but I don't think you seen it. You'd already started headed this way. So, but it's all right. No, you're good.
Okay.
So,
all right. Good luck.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Where do we look at you?
You can go on YouTube and go to NOSWC.
She knows
So-
how to do that. I'm not good at
Okay, yeah. So it's Northern Oklahoma Severe Weather Channel.
that. Okay.
And so be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification. That way, whenever I go live, you guys can check it out.
Okay.
'Cause
All right. Sounds good.
Y'all have a tendency to get left out here sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to do. I want to cover that. I've got family and friends that live up in Waukeeta and Pond Creek and Lamont and stuff like that. There was lightning. So,
Yeah.
anyways.
Woo!
Yep.
All right. Good luck.
All right, we'll see you. Take care.
You too.
Well, I think we found us a spot to take and maybe get some lightning shots. Wow, that was not only bright, but was loud. So, yep, that's exactly what we do, folks. And so, like I said, we never know whether or not. And I don't know that I want to be caught out on this dirt road. I think I'll probably take and get off of this place, and because there is more rain coming. It's coming from the northwest, and it's going to be putting a damper on the fire for one. But anyway, lightning strikes like that just happened. Like I said, I've seen it a lot where it'll set a field on fire and they don't even know about it. I seen one up west of Waukeeta that they were cutting the wheat and literally nearly burnt the combines to the ground because they didn't get out of there. So the fire department made it over and got it put out around the combines, and so they thankfully were able to take and get that done. But anyway, so we're gonna go back to the west here. Maybe get out of the rain a little bit and try to get the camera out. Maybe we'll see. We will see. We will see. We will see. It's still coming down pretty hard. And that rain has that smoke suppressed. And so it's blowing across to the west, coming across this feedlot up here. And so, anyway, but we're doing good. Always good to go out and check on our farmers and ranchers. Probably turn the windshield wipers off now. Maybe. Still a little. I need to adjust my camera is what I need to do. Let me do that real fast. Get my back windshield. We'll get her back off there. We'll get her back down there where she's supposed to be, and we get the road in the way. There we go. We'll get back up here. Back up here on the highway. Basically start right back out where we were before. We got storms going up out to the west now as well. So you can see those off in the distance there. Got the tall cumulus cloud there right in the stream. It's kind of blocked out by those smaller clouds there. But yeah. So we're back up to 87 degrees. Degrees. Interesting. I see something interesting. Very, very interesting. We're going to go up the blower. Those windshield wipers off. Get them off of there. We're getting it made it back to the highway. So what I'm looking at is right up here in front of us on the left-hand side. You guys ain't going to be able to make it out yet. We got to get up to it. But it's in that storm that's right up there next to those power lines. We'll shoot across the highway. Like I said, all this stuff is local, so it's not very far away from my house. But got some interesting little features that are happening. And we'll stop and watch. Got some lag going on in the stream. A little bit. I don't know if these power poles are causing that or what. Nice. Well, that explains it. So, good little cloud formation over here on this storm by Loyal. And so y'all can kind of see a little boat tail sticking out there underneath the July 8th, 2025. We're going to get up here. A little bit closer to it. Joshua John, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate you. Well, that is a gorgeous storm. This thing's actually trying to go surface based. Interesting. Get the little scuddy clouds underneath the bottom side of that right there. It's going to be worth watching. Got to keep an eye on them. Can't ever tell. Could be surprise, 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 like Gomer Pyle. Woo! Where'd that come from? The same. Oh. This is looking. But you know what? At least look. Where from? Here. A little right here. Leonardo. Surprise, surprise. So, if we can find a place to pull over up here, we're gonna. I don't know. go down this dirt road. There's got to be a pull off somewhere, I would imagine. Stream froze up. Alan Ginsberg, thank you for the subscription. Hopefully we got a pull off up here to the right. I think we might have one right up here. Nope. Yep, right here. This is going to work right here. We'll watch that little fella right there for a minute, see what happens. He's kind of shrinking some. Hey, Tammy. Yeah, it looked a lot better, but I think it's dying out. It's falling apart. Like I said, these microbursts, they go all good for a while and then get you sucked in. And then, next thing you know, it's wah, wah, wah. Looked good from a long ways ago when we were driving up to it. It's interesting. It's taking a while for my live stream to take and catch up. I'm going to have to probably close it out and then go back to it again. There we go. It was showing me driving on the dirt road still. So this is going to be just west. And I don't understand why it's not updating. It should be. Unless it is. We'll close it out. We'll restart. This still might be Kingfisher Road structure. Yeah, I mean, that thing went surface-based almost there for just a little bit. Got a little bitty lowering on it right now still. So, we'll just sit right here. As long as it's going to take and entertain us, we ain't going to move. Ain't no sense. And yeah, my brother down there in Oklahoma City said, man, it poured for a while. He said dime-sized hail in that region. A little bit of scud being sucked back into it there on the right side. So we'll see if it grows in size again. Sometimes when these things spin down, they can make their own little environment and do some pretty cool stuff. But we'll just have to see. Set and wait, set and wait, set and wait. It's definitely got inflow coming in because it's got that scud coming in on the right of it again. So let's just see what happens. Inflow. We got good southeasterly winds too. Not much upper level dynamics though, that's the thing. Trying to see the structure up above it. Structure up above it still looks pretty good. I'm going to run over here to the radar real fast and see what it looks like on radar. The main storm up by Hennessy looks pretty big. Just getting smaller and smaller. Smaller and smaller. That's right. This is going poo poo. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, time to move again. Let's see here. That's right. Fun while it lasted. That's why I called it the Microburst Mania. Going back to the east. Okay, I didn't see who that was. It should come up here in just a second, though. So, well, don't go nowhere. We're going to take a move. We're going to go up, take a little back road over toward Hennessy. And see what we can get into there, and if we don't get anything else, then we will call it a day. But I think that these storms are on the outs. I didn't see who the sub was. Whoever it was, I want to thank you for subbing to the channel. Appreciate everybody. Those that are new that may have just joined. If you haven't done so already, please do hit that subscribe. We're trying to get to 500. We've gained a bunch today, and so we're well on our way. We appreciate every single one of you. And while you're there, please hit that like, that share, and the notification bell. Claudio, thank you. Now we get to see who it was. So check it out, guys. Look there on the left-hand side. You can still see rain happening, and there's barely any clouds left at all. The red-tailed hawk is soaring above, looking for some supper. Got some storms going up out to the west. I don't know. Probably forming off of the outflow boundaries, like we said before. But we're not going to play the game. We're not going to keep getting drawn out there. We're going to stick close to the house. Oh, good. So, if you've never been to Loyal, Oklahoma, you have now. It's Some big old maize growing over there on the left side, right side. Is it better with the border on or off, guys? I'll go ahead and turn it back off for right now. Gives a little bit better viewing capabilities. Hello, Andrew. Welcome to the live stream. Boy, there's a good buy. Home is 75 acres plus a shop. Rural Oklahoma. So, these storms are what they call microburst. And like I said earlier, they go up, they come down. When they come down, they can have really, really, really strong winds with them. But they kind of live and breathe off of the outflow boundaries. When the storm goes up, as it collapses, it pushes wind out at the bottom, and so it creates its own little environment. So it will set off another bunch of storms. But it is 95 degrees outside right now, and that is another proponent to these microbursts. So heat, cool air from the outflow of the storms, and so they'll go up and they'll anvil off and they'll collapse. And well, like I said, whenever they do, they can have some pretty serious winds with them. They can make hail, as we've seen earlier today down in Oklahoma City. And so had some dime size, maybe just a touch bigger than that, there in Oklahoma City. And so you just never know. That storm there went somewhat surface-based, made a little non-rotating wall cloud there for a little while. And so, hello, Fonza. But anyways, it's days like this that's just enjoyable to get out. You never know what you're going to see if you don't get out. And so, if you scored every time, then after a while I think that it would probably get boring. But you don't, and that's where the fun comes in. You can't ever tell what you're going to get. You're going to get just really pretty storm structure. Are you going to get lightning? Are you going to get some winds and stuff like that, where you can get some photos of just like dust storms? You just never know. And that's why I enjoy it. And like you seen earlier, we had that fire. That was a controlled burn. I didn't see the vehicle down there until after I drove back around. And that's why you want to check. But had it not been that case, we would have been right there. Could have called 911 and said, hey, we got a lightning-induced grass fire. And they could have sent the police or the fire department out and got it taken care of. So, a lot of uncut wheat still today here in Oklahoma. And so that stuff is dried out, and it is flammable. Yeah, low level shear on those things, that's no joke. If y'all remember way back when, some of you may not have, but anyways, they had a microburst at the end of the Dallas, I believe it was Love Field, but anyways, pilot flew through that and it slammed them into the ground and killed a whole wad of people. So, very, very dangerous. Those winds can be 75 miles an hour whenever those things collapse, maybe even more. And Tammy, I want to say something to you. I got to doing a little bit of research and looked up the clear blue lightning strikes, and you were dead on, my friend. So it does come from clouds, but they are a long ways away from the parent storm where they happen. So it appears that they come out of the clear blue. So well done. Well done. And I will bow to that because I don't know it all. That's right, like a box of chocolates. I think I've heard that somewhere before. So there are some big old storms. We will turn up here in one moment that are probably making their way to the south, like these are. I didn't dig that deep into the radar because we've just been playing around over here. But those are probably going to be up in Kansas. Let me look, because I got friends up there. Got a little rain happening. Zoom out. I will scroll up. Oh, yeah. So, Wichita, Kansas, southwest of Wichita, actually. Near, let's see, Goddard, Colwich, west Wichita, over around Cheney, Norwich. You got some big storms coming toward you. And those bad boys are probably going to be pushing out some juice out in front of that as well. And so when I turn to the north here in 1 second, y'all will be able to see that all the way up into Kansas. Andrew is in Wichita. So what are you seeing there, buddy? Tell us. You should have just had a storm that come right over the city. And now it should be southwest of you. By just a bit. Out by Cheney. But that's it right there in the live stream. And that little puffy feller out in front of it. That's right, Dallas Love Field. Thank you, Chaz. Doing well. Good man. All right. So we're going to take and we're going to turn back to the west here in just a second, folks. Don't have to go far. That's what I was saying. These little storms, they'll go up. And what we left just a little bit ago, y'all are going to get to see. Northern Wichita. Gotcha. Well, still. But you ought to be able to see that from where you're at. And it does look like that it's on the downslope right now. So we may just turn around and go back up there and set back up on the hill. Because I think that's probably where the best place is going to be at. It's hill country over here. We're next to the river. And so it's hard to see. But we can go right back. We're going to turn around and go right back over toward Laurel. And we will be able to have a way better view. Way better view. Yep. That's right. It doesn't take much. Go from zero to hero pretty quick. And remember, what we left just a little while ago did not look like much of anything. But you're going to see a big difference now. Here we go. And there should be a place to pull over right up here on top of the hill, maybe by just a little ways, but not much. So make sure that we don't have the tall grass to deal with. There's one spot. So we will take and back in here. And we'll watch this one for a little bit. Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. These things, whenever they gust out like that, they will leave a big old boundary. And then all these other storms form off of it. So we got a little scuddy happening right here. I'm going to try to zoom in on it. And I'll move the camera down so we can watch. Right in there. May come out just a touch. Jennifer M., thank you very much for the subscription. Appreciate you. So, getting some sunshine coming through this one, so don't know how long it's going to last. I'm going to step out real quick, kind of get a feel for it. Give me 1 second. Well, yeah, it's starting to punch through there. You can see basically the whole underside of it now. For the most part, I'll back out a little bit. That way you can get the sun shining through it. But I looked outside just a second ago, and I'm going to keep an eye on them because I'm not going to say anything right yet. But we might have a little excitement here in just a minute. A little surprise again. Another surprise happening. Storm is warned for Kingfisher and Blaine counties. Let's see here. What is she speaking of? I think that may have been earlier, unless my thing hasn't updated, but yeah, I don't see a severe warning on this one. As a matter of fact, this one seems to be dying out a little bit. Got a big one out by Thomas and Weatherford. That would be off to our southwest, which we can see that now. There is a mesoscale discussion up there in Kansas. Let's see what it says. Peak wind gusts 65 to 80 miles per hour. Peak hail size less than 1.25 inch in diameter. Watch is unlikely. Percentage of watch issuance is 20%. Isolated instances of large hail and severe wind gusts will remain possible for the next couple of hours. Widely scattered thunderstorms have been intensifying along an east-west corridor in southern Kansas this afternoon, where warm, moist boundary layer and steep deep level lapse rates are in place, while low-level flow is weak, around 20 to 30 knot of mid-level northerly winds per ICT VWP are supporting transient updraft organizations. The environment will continue to support severe downbursts and isolated large hail with the stronger storms for the next couple of hours, though the risk is expected to remain sporadic for a watch. So that is for our fine folks up in southern Kansas. stretching all the way from Garden City all the way over to actually Missouri, Neosho, Joplin, Miami, Oklahoma, Pittsburgh, Erie, Parsons, Kansas, Independence, Coffeyville, Fredonia, Yates Center, Eureka, Howard, Sedan, Bartlesville, Ponca City, Arkansas City, Kansas, aka Ark City, Winfield, Wichita, El Dorado, Newton, Hutchinson, Learned, St. John, Pratt, Medicine Lodge, Ashland, Dodge City, Jetmore, Meade, and Sublet. Yeah, that's all right. I appreciate the updates because I don't always have my radar up and running. I'm just out here just gawking at clouds is all I'm doing. Which, that one out there is kind of pretty. Not gonna lie. Got a nice little back on it. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta look again. They're all right now, but they're not perfect. However, it's possible to see. We're gonna take and do something here. We're gonna do something. We're gonna do something. Okay. I thought maybe we had it there for a second. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. Oh, we don't want that. We want that. Yeah. That's what we want. And the reason that we want it is because of that. Look at the clouds, the mammatus clouds. I don't know what just happened. There we go. Oh, I think we lost our connection again. What is going on there? Man, what a bummer. Yeah. Trying to get all fancy on y'all and see what happens. Man. That's a pretty shot right there, though. Pretty shot right there. The backside of the storm is still kind of crispy, which is always good. Still going up to the top. Got some more development out in front of it. Right here, fairly close. That's probably the storm that is over by Okeen and Watonga. And it is tied into a boundary. And that's probably why it is surviving so well. Mamatus. Rafflebike05, thank you for the subscription. We appreciate you. Yeah, especially whenever you got the blue skies in the background like that and the highlights. That is amazing. So I'm going to take and do something, guys, because I haven't shot any landscape photography in a bit. And so if y'all will bear with me, obviously you're going to go riding with me anyhow. So we're going to take and do this. But I know where there is an old windmill. We passed it just a second ago. And I think that it would be an amazing composition setup. It is just about a mile, not even half a mile to our east, and about a stone's throw to the north. But I think it ought to work out pretty well. Get some nice, pretty shots. Get my camera out. Here in just 1 second. That is going to work out perfect. Perfect. There is a drive-in right here. I think somewhere. Oh, it's up here just a little bit more. But that's all right, because I can take and pull in up here, and y'all can check out the cows and the critters. Meanwhile, I'm going to run down here. Look at that. That's gorgeous. I'll be right back. Y'all hang tight. Visit amongst yourselves while I go out and shoot some pictures. I'll be right back. Nolly Foster, thank you for the sub. All right, we're back. I will say this. That thing is talking like crazy. There's got to be lots of lightning on it. So, let us take a look at what the... Oh, yeah. Washita, Northern Caddo, Eastern Custer, Blaine, and Western Canadian counties through 7 p.m. South at 10 miles per hour. Gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecure objects. So, we aren't very far from it. Not very far at all. I think we should go explore, folks. We're not that far away. Not that far at all. It's right around the block, as a matter of fact. Yes! Firebird, thank you for the sub. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much. Go. These peeps are just out driving around. Just out driving around. Having a good old time. Their Buick. We're gonna have to go around these peeps. Little old lady from Pasadena. Out there working that ground. the base of the storm right there. We don't have to go all the way. We could probably make it just to Loyal. There's no sense in driving all the way over there because then we're not going to be able to see anything. And so we'll come up on the back side of it there. But man, it looks good. Very, very good. Yeah, Loyal is probably going to be just about right. We'll find us a good old spot to pull over out in the open. Got a little bit of the hood in there. We'll get that out. But yeah, looking awesome. Looking awesome. We ought to see some lightning bolts flying out of it. That thing was talking like crazy just a little while ago when I got out to shoot the pictures there of the windmill and the cows and the big structure and all of that stuff. So I will throw this out there. Whenever I get those pictures processed, I will put them on my website, which is listed on the Nightbot. Comes up every so often. And so if y'all haven't had a chance to go over and visit that, I would invite you over there. There is absolutely positively no obligation at all to do any of that stuff, but got some pretty cool pictures from past storms, lightning, landscape, you name it. We got it. We got it. We got it all. So, no kidding, I came out here one night and I think we can take and get over on this road over here. But I took and I shot some astrophotography with this big old tree that we're fixing to pull up next to on this road. Y'all will see it when we turn to the south here. And I believe that there's a pull-in where I parked my car right over here by this old barn. That old thing has been there for a while. But it's right there. We got a perfect spot with a red-tailed hawk. Right there. That's some pretty good composition right there. Not gonna lie. Right? We like it. We like it a lot. Not as crisp as it once was. Yes, indeedy. So I could take and do some storm lessons, but we need to get on some that would be better, longer lived, because the sun is starting to peek through these, and that means that these are probably on their way out. Which, being said, will probably be the point once it kind of chills out a little bit. That will be the point where I think I will say that is enough for today. And we head out. That's it. I think still. Yep, that's it. Easy come, easy go. Easy come, easy go. Sun's baking on the backside. We're back up to 85 degrees again. This will be going on for the next probably hour or so, and then it'll all be over with. But I can say one thing. It has been fun, enjoyable. Look at that rain coming through and getting that orange highlight on the back side of that. That is neat. Might stay here and get a picture, guys. Get a little sun peeping through there, lighting up the rain shaft on the back. My phone says it's 91 degrees. My car says it's 85 degrees. Yeah, these things are on their way down the road. They are not going to survive. There'll probably be more stuff that pops up, but we're going to call it a day after this is over with. We're going to see what kind of aftermath is left over here in a little bit. Maybe get some more pictures real quick. Absolutely, guys. It has been a joy visiting with everybody. It's always fun to get on here to meet new people, make new friends, and all of that stuff. all while we get to enjoy some pretty beautiful things. There's some big storms up there, not up north. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull off this one. Oh, big old hole there. I did not see that. It is a washout from the tube of the ground there. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. That, if I'm not mistaken, is what our friend up there in Wichita, Kansas was staring at earlier. Near Argonia and Mayfield, Wellington now. It's already moved all that way far south. And so, if it does make it and stay together, my friends that live in Medford, Deer Creek, Lamont, Waukeeta area, even around Kremlin and Hunter in that vicinity as well, will probably experience some lightning, some high winds. There's a big outflow boundary off of it. I would probably say that it ain't going to make it. But then again, I don't want to say that. Let me... It's knocking on Waukeeta's door right now, so it isn't very far from there. So I'm going to give my buddy a message real fast. Alright, so message sent there. I'm going to go ahead and close out the radar because we're fixing to take and get rid of the Chaz, thank you very much. Looking forward to that as well. And all of the other folks that are still on, if you have not taken and hit that subscribe button, please do so. Also share and like, and then hit that notification bell so you'll know when we go live next time. These were just microburst storms, go up, go down. But the reason that we do this is that so whenever severe weather does come around, that we can take and get that out to people. Such as these farmers that might be out in the field, let them know that they may have some heavy rains or hail or lightning or whatever the case might be out to them. And so we don't know where everybody's family lives, and so we want to try to get that information out as soon as possible. So anyway, with that being said, y'all take care.